Howdy everybody, welcome back to Danganronpa.
But what would make you forget all that?
Hey.
Strange, isn't it? It's hard to imagine it happened by chance. It seems much too convenient.
Are you saying you think you lost your memory because...
Indeed.
I don't think I'm positive it was the work of the mastermind. They stole my memory.
But why would they want to do that?
There's only one reason I can come up with. Because of my purpose and my ability. Somehow they would interfere with the mastermind's plans.
So the mastermind just stole them from you?
However...
And it could also mean somehow my memories may be connected to the mystery of the school and the mastermind. Which is why I have to get them back.
Wait, you don't have them back?
That's why I've been investigating things by myself this whole time.
But if what you say is true, why didn't you ask the rest of us to help you?
Why is that?
If I did that, and we all worked as one, the mastermind would have noticed right away. Plus, there's always the chance that the mastermind is actually one of us.
What?
Correct.
Well, don't make too big of a deal of it. It's just a possibility. And since it is a possibility, we can't ignore it, right?
The mastermind, one of us. If she believed that, then of course she couldn't trust anyone around her. In which case, it only makes sense that she would look into her missing memory by herself.
However...
That being said, there was a limit to what I could do by myself, which is why I asked you to help me.
You were the least threatening. But why me?
Because among everyone else, you were the least likely to be the mastermind. That was just my intuition, but it definitely seemed like a sin.
I see. Your intuition was right, though. There's no way an ordinary kid like me could be the mastermind. I mean, I'm perfectly normal. Even my hobby... I understand. I understand everything. My goal is...
to get out of here.
Oh?
It's... to stay here.
What?
To stay amongst the rest of the trash.
Oh, we hallucinated.
I'm one with them.
It's just like the dream I had before, but... why'd that just happen?
Oh, okay, she was here. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, it's nothing. It is nothing, right? Huh.
Hey.
Even now, I still trust you, you know. It's just, I'm not used to relying on others.
Correct.
She didn't actually tell us anything, right?
Nope.
Okay.
She just keeps telling us, yeah, I don't remember anything.
I'm gonna tell you everything. Proceeds to tell us nothing over the course of like 10 minutes.
I know I never asked you for help the right way, so I understand if you're not convinced.
Honestly, I was convinced. I think that's just her personality.
So, anything else, Kyoko?
Said you had a reason for doing all that investigating on your own. So how'd that turn out? Were you able to remember anything?
So...
I think there's still a lot I don't remember, but at the very least, I was finally able to recall my purpose and my ability.
Finally. You mentioned your ability, like just now.
My ability, what everyone should have known me for. I'm the ultimate detective. There it is.
Wow.
Who would have thought?
Who would have thought, dude? The
Shocking.
only one who seems even slightly competent the entire game. The ultimate detective?
correct.
And the reason I came to Hope's Peak Academy, there was someone I had to find.
You had to find someone? Who?
So...
Well, it was the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
The headmaster? Why did you want to find the headmaster?
Because he's my father.
Wow, they're dropping all the tropes now, eh? What?
in other words...
I was separated from him as a child. As it turns out, he became the headmaster of Hope's Peak.
Kyoko's dad is Hope Peak's headmaster? Then that explains when Alter Ego told us he thought the headmaster was involved.
I'll find a way. No matter what it takes, yep, headmaster. My memory hadn't come back at that point. But when he said that, I felt strange. It makes perfect sense now. Of course, since my whole purpose for coming here was to find him.
That makes sense.
However...
But listen, Makoto, I want to make this perfectly clear, so there's no misunderstanding. I said the headmaster wasn't the mastermind, but I didn't say that to protect him. I only said what I felt based on what I'd seen when I snuck into the headmaster's room.
Then what did you see in there?
So,
The room had been ransacked, the shelves were a mess, the desk drawers dumped on the floor. The only conclusion is that someone who didn't know where anything it was had to be in there.
You mean the mastermind, right?
it's true.
That was my assumption, yes. And to confirm my suspicion, I decided to investigate the second floor of the dorms using the key I'd found.
But why there?
Because I also found this in the headmaster's room.
This is some kind of map?
Indeed.
It's a layout of the entirety of Hope's Peak Academy. I found it in the headmaster's room, along with Mukuro's profile and that key. The map showed that the second floor was home to a number of rooms meant for faculty use. Some of the staff must have had to stay overnight from time to time, and I figured the headmaster would have some kind of private room there. I assumed that if that were true, that room would likely have more clues, so I went to check.
Correct.
And that's when I finally remembered. I remembered that my purpose was to find the owner of that room.
So you went there to see if the headmaster really did have a private room there?
However,
But once I got there, I noticed that the second floor, the doors, Tanner.
So what was it like, that part of the school, I mean?
It's hard to describe. All I can say is, the moment I saw it, I realized whatever's going on in this school is more horrific than we ever imagined.
What do you mean?
so,
I can't explain it. You need to see it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll get the chance soon enough.
Sounds like it must be important. And really ominous.
Just gotta keep pressing on her, eh?
Yeah, I guess.
Alright, there we go. There were no cameras and no monitors. Which is why I had no idea what was going on in the rest of the building.
Has to do with Mukuro Ikasaba, doesn't it?
however,
Just to be perfectly clear, I didn't kill her. And I know it wasn't you either.
I know you're right, but that just means everyone but you and me had an alibi, so then who did kill her?
anyway,
What I can say for sure is that the mastermind is directly involved. To begin with, the point of the class trial of Mukuro Ikusaba was to get me killed.
Get you killed?
indeed.
I stole that key and disappeared, and in retaliation, they wanted to draw me out and eliminate me.
Correct.
That was the point of the class trial.
It was?
The mastermind knew they couldn't interfere directly.
You mean because of the school regulations?
That's right.
Exactly. And there is no more search to explore.
In other words,
The mastermind is adamant about following the rules, and with that rule in place, they couldn't step in. Since they couldn't kill me themselves, they tried to use the class trial to do it.
The mastermind couldn't step in because of the rules? That makes it sound like the mastermind themselves is somehow bound by the school regulations.
hey,
There's one other thing I'd like to point out about the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
What's that?
There was a point where Mukuro may not have become the victim. Oh, it could have been you, Makoto!
I could have become the victim?
Yeah.
indeed.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Do you mean
Doctor!
during the night?
Apologies, I had to yawn there. I can hear them, you know. The footsteps of the god of death.
Okay, what?
I can hear the god of death as he moves.
Well, she's crazy.
That ability naturally draws me into cases, just like this.
Anyway,
Which is exactly what happened with you. Why'd that never happen with any of the other ones then?
Dude, I don't know.
I was in the dorms, and I had a sudden sense of dread. I looked down the stairwell. Tanner, what are you looking up? Tanner, don't look up characters in
I'm
Danganronpa!
looking up... What the-
Tanner, stop it!
Oh,
Whatever you're
no.
looking at, stop!
Oh, I just spoiled big something.
Yeah, I keep telling you never look things up for Danganronpa.
I'm sorry, I want to see what Murkrow looks like.
Everything leads to spoilers.
Dang it.
And I saw a white shadow across the corridor. I
Has
gave
the thing
chase
that you
right away.
spoiled for yourself way early on passed?
Yeah, that was the whole Chihiro thing.
Gotcha.
Yeah. As I followed it, I saw the shadow go into your room.
correct.
I ran into your room, and I saw what was happening. I intervened immediately, of course.
Wait,
However,
That wasn't the end of things, of course.
I'm really confused by the
That
thing
led
I
to
just saw. I gotta be honest, because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, Tanner, don't look things up. Whoever that masked assailant was, they ended up dead.
Correct.
And their murder was disguised, and the dojo key wound up in my room. It was all the work of the mastermind.
So all this would mean that whoever killed Murkuro is also the mastermind, right?
Indeed.
I don't have conclusive evidence, but that's what I think.
Well, that's really bad if true. It means the mastermind can kill whoever they want if they feel like it. Wait, but doesn't that create another contradiction? The mastermind wanted to use the class trial to try and kill you because they couldn't interfere, right?
Correct.
You're right. That is a contradiction. And it's not just Mukuro. They needed the class trial to kill me, but seemed ready to kill you in your room. Everything they did is a contradiction.
So, what does it all mean?
In other words,
It means that the mastermind is the one who's been cornered.
Huh?
Makoto.
Just a little more. A little more, and I should be able to figure out the mastermind's identity. And you know what, Tanner?
Mm-hmm.
We might find out who it is in the next episode.
Probably not. They're doing this in a really roundabout way.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.